In the space outside the Meru, placed on the left and the right, are the two Siras, Sasi and Mihira. The Nadi Sushumna, whose substance is the threefold gunas, is in the middle. She is a form of moon, sun, and fire. Her body, a string of blooming dhatura flowers, extends from the middle of the kanda to the head, and the Vajra inside her extends, shining, from the Medra to the head. Inside her, Vajra, is Chitrini, who is lustrous with the luster of the Pranav and attainable in yoga by yogis. She, Chitrini, is subtle as a spider's thread, and pierces all the lotuses which are placed within the backbone, and is pure intelligence. She, Chitrini, is beautiful by reason of these lotuses which are strung on her. Inside her, Chitrini, is the Brahmanadi, which extends from the orifice of the mouth of Hara to the place beyond, where Adideva is. She, Chitrini, is beautiful like a chain of lightning and fine like a lotus fiber, and shines in the minds of the sages. She is extremely subtle, the awakener of pure knowledge, the embodiment of all bliss, whose true nature is pure consciousness. The Brahmadvara shines in her mouth. This place in the entrance to the region sprinkled by ambrosia, and is called the knot, as also the mouth of Sushumna. Now we come to the Adhra lotus. It is attached to the mouth of the Sushumna, and is placed below the genitals and above the anus. It has 4 petals of crimson hue. Its head, mouth, hangs downwards. On its petals are the 4 letters from Vatusa, of the shining color of gold. In this lotus is the square region, chakra, of Prithvi, surrounded by 8 shining spears. It is of a shining yellow color and beautiful like lightning, as is also the bija of Dhara which is within. Ornamented with 4 arms and mounted on the king of elephants, he carries on his lap the child creator, resplendent like the young sun, who has 4 lustrous arms, and the wealth of whose lotus face is 4-fold. Here dwells the Devi Dakini by name. Her 4 arms shine with beauty, and her eyes are brilliant red. She is resplendent like the luster of many suns rising at one and the same time. She is the carrier of the revelation of the ever-pure intelligence. Near the mouth of the Nadi called Vajra, and in the pericarp of the Adhra lotus, there constantly shines the beautifully luminous and soft, lightning-like triangle which is Kamrupa, and known as Tripura. There is always and everywhere the Vayu called Kandak, who is of a deeper red than the Bandhujiva flower. Inside it, the triangle, is Swayambhu in his Linga form, beautiful like molten gold, with his head downwards. He is revealed by knowledge and meditation, and is of the shape and color of a new leaf. As the cool ray sought lightning and of the full moon charm, so does his beauty. The Deva who resides happily here as in Kashi is in forms like a whirlpool. Over it, Swayambhulinga, shines the sleeping Kundalini, fine as the fiber of the lotus stalk. She is the world bewilderer, gently covering the mouth of Brahmadvara by her own. Like the spiral of the conch shell, her shining snake-like form goes 3.5 times round Shiva, and her luster is as that of a strong flash of young strong lightning. Her sweet murmur is like the indistinct hum of swarms of love-mad bees. She produces melodious poetry and bandha and all other compositions in prose or verse in sequence or otherwise in Samskrita, Prakrita and other languages. It is she who maintains all the beings of the world by means of inspiration and expiration, and shines in the cavity of the root, mula, lotus like a chain of brilliant lights. Within it, Swayambhulinga, round which Kundalini is called, reigns dominant Para, the Shri Parameshwari, the awakener of eternal knowledge. She is the omnipotent Kala who is wonderfully skillful to create, and is subtler than the subtlest. She is the receptacle of that continuous stream of ambrosia which flows from the eternal bliss. By her radiance it is that the whole of this universe and this cauldron is illumined. By meditating thus on her who shines within the Mulachakra, with the luster of 10 million suns, a man becomes lord of speech and king among men, and an adept in all kinds of learning. He becomes ever free from all diseases, and his inmost spirit becomes full of great gladness.